Does this image, wherever it is, depict an accurate representation of a difference in wealth between Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim? Does it? I mean, look at it. I mean, if it's accurate, which I don't think it is, I'm not sure, then Ratcliffe is poor. Well, it looks like on that table he's got loose cash and change. And Jassim, well, he's got loads of money. That's from a comedy from when I was a kid. Which is true. I mean, I don't really know. But here's what I can tell you about the two people who were trying to take over our club. So we'll start with Sheikh Jassim. Let's start with Sheikh Jassim. So Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, he's a mega wealthy man who supported Manchester United since childhood. Apparently since 1992. Since just before we won the first Premier League. If that's right, 1992, since just before we won the first Premier League. And his personal net worth, not the money that he's going to buy United with, or wants to buy United with, his personal net worth is $1.3 billion. And he's a member of the Qatari royal family, which is one of the richest families in the world. The whole world. Sheikh Jassim has amassed his wealth through a variety of means, including investments in business, real estate and art. He's also a major shareholder. I'll get the words out. He's a major shareholder in the Qatari Islamic Bank. Sheikh Jassim is known as a philanthropist and has donated millions and millions of dollars to various charities and causes. What a nice guy. Sounds like a nice guy. He's also a major supporter of sports, different sports that is, I think, and has invested heavily in Qatar's sports infrastructure. He is the chairman of the Qatari's Olympic Committee and was instrumental in Qatar's successful bid to host last year's World Cup. Thanks for disrupting the Prem, so Jassim. Anyway, Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, I'll just call him Sheikh Jassim from now on. He was born in 1982 and is believed to have been educated in boarding school in the UK. Before going on to Sandhurst, believe it or not, Sandhurst Military College, where Prince William was always was a cadet. Can't speak properly today. Bloody hell. My wife says I'm useless on camera. Am I? I'm trying to get better, believe me. His father, Hamad bin Jassim bin Jabber El Thani, anyway, also known as HBJ, is a former Prime Minister of the Middle East. God's sake, these long words. The Sheikh's family is thought to have a collective fortune, listen to this, of £275 billion. Wow. Buy a few football clubs for that. And Sheikh Jassim is the chairman of the Qatari Islamic Bank, which I think I've actually already said. He created what's called the 9-2 Foundation to buy Man United, and it's thought that he has insisted that his bid is not a link to the Qatari states or the royal family. So the 9-2 Foundation is believed to have been named after United's famous class of 92, which includes obviously David Beckham, the Neville brothers, Paul Scholes and even Ryan Giggs. They became the team that nurtured by Sir Alex Ferguson, obviously, which won the treble in 1999. Sheikh Jassim hopes to take full control of the club and has vowed that if he does, he'll wipe all the Man United's debt and invest a hell of a lot of money into the club, the team, the infrastructure, and support local communities. The bid plans to return the club, this is what he said, to former glories both on and off the pitch. And above all, he will seek to place the fans at the heart of Manchester United Football Club once more. I mean, he says he's a fan. Apparently he's a fan of the club, so he's one of us. And apparently he's actually been to a few games, both home and away over the years. So, he's got the money to do it. He's probably got lots of private jets, flies out whenever he wants to, get tickets whenever he wants to, Probably a good friend to have. Can you get us any tickets, mate? Yeah, got a couple here. Hey. Anyway, the vision of his bid for Manchester United is that United be renowned for footballing excellence again and be regarded as the greatest football club in the world. Well, I can't argue with that, actually. That's what I want to happen too. Just I haven't got billions. So Al Thani's intentions are for investment for the club's training centre and wider infrastructure, as well as improvements to the stadium and the surrounding communities. Yeah, that'd be good. Who can argue with that? Jassim has not personally attended any meetings at Old Trafford. Instead, his banking and legal staff or representatives are said to have been involved in over 10 hours of talks with the representatives of the Glazers. It's thought that neither the Glazers nor Al Thani actually met at any point, and it's kind of like being done at arm's length, and that's what you do when you're mega wealthy people. So that's all I have to say about the Sheikh. Are you for him or against him? Let me know what you think about what he could do for the club or what you hope he would do for the club. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What about Sir Jim? Who is he? I mean, obviously, I'm going to keep the name short this time. Don't make any more mix-ups. Anyway, Ratcliffe, that's short for you, was born in Failsworth, Manchester, that's obviously in England, on the 18th of October in 1952. His full name is Sir James Arthur Ratcliffe. And obviously he's a British billionaire, chemical engineer and businessman. He is the chairman and chief executive officer, so CEO, of Ineos Chemicals Group. And he founded that business in 1998. Now, the company was estimated to have a turnover of $65 billion in 2021. So it's not a small company by any means at all. Now, as for Ratcliffe himself, he doesn't have a high public profile and was once described by the Sunday Times as being publicly shy. Now, nobody likes people who throw their wealth in people's faces and a bit, overwhelming. So you're rich, so you got money, do something good with it. So in May 2018, Ratcliffe was the richest person in the UK with a net worth of £21.5 billion. And as of April 2020, the Bloomberg Billionaires Index estimated that he was worth $28.2 billion, making him the 55th richest person in the world and the second in the UK. Obviously, he's also a successful businessman, has created thousands of jobs across the world. He's a strong supporter of the Conservative Party. Boo! And has donated millions of pounds to that party. Boo! In recent years, Ratcliffe has been linked with a number of high-profile takeover bids, which obviously included Chelsea, and now he wants United. He's a lifelong fan of the club and believes that he can make it successful again, like Al Thani does. And he does have the financial resources to make a bid and is willing to invest in the club. So Jim's submitted a bid to buy the club, and that was reportedly around $4.25 billion. That's in the second round, and obviously that was in direct competition with Sheikh Jassim. However, the Glazer family right now has not accepted either offer. And as I mentioned a moment ago, Ratcliffe is a lifelong supporter of your club and believes that he can make the club successful again. And again, he has the financial resources to make a bid and is willing to invest in the club. However, some people are concerned that his bid will not remove the debt from the club. Plus, they also believe that he does not have the same financial muscle as the Qatari offer, or the Qatari Sheikh Jassim doesn't have the same financial muscle as Sheikh Jassim, which that picture that I showed at the beginning of the video kind of intimates. He doesn't have the muscle to rejuvenate the club in the same way that Sheikh Jassim might have. So, given that the image that I showed you at the start of the video, what do you think? I mean, the perceived lack of cash it represents a Sir Jim having means that, well, Sheikh Jassim has an advantage, really, to outbid Ratcliffe. Personally, if his family are that wealthy, as in Jassim, and wanted United, I think it's only the Glazers who stand in his way. Yeah, really. And you never know, but maybe, just maybe, that's why bidding has stretched to a third round. I mean, they know that Thani has got deep pockets, and the Glazers just want more. And they've got two fans of the club fighting over it. One has very, very deep pockets. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you're a billionaire, you've got deep pockets. But, I mean, at the level that Thani and his family have, maybe that's very, 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 very deep pockets. So, some said that if the Glazers care about United, they'll sell it to Sir Jim. That's because he's, born in the Manchester area, and because if you're born in the Manchester area, you're seen as having more, you care more about the local club, and you're more of a better fan. But is that true? I don't believe that. I mean, some people think he'll care for the club more than Thani will. Well, don't fool yourself, though. The Glazers don't care about our football club. They treat it as a business and a commodity to mine. That's what they've done since in the 18 years they've been at the club. As such, they'll go with the highest bidder, even if it meant that person would tear Old Trafford down and turn it into a multi-storey car park. I really believe that they would. Imagine them someone tears Old Trafford down and puts a multi-storey car park there. Absolute nightmare. So, what do you think to what I've just said? What do you think about that image I shared? What do you think about who might own the club and what they might do with it? Personally, I'm all in for Glazers out, but I'm not sure about the rest. I'm not sure about Qatari Takeover and that murky bit. How is Thani really attached to the royal family and the state? And then I'm concerned about if Sir Jim takes over. Can he clear the debt? Will he clear the debt? I mean, the talk is he won't, and that's a major issue that is important to all of us. All of us. We don't want to be saddled with debt and have a new owner. What's the point? What is the point? Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please let me know what you think about the video and anything I've said and the questions I've asked to you in the comments below. Please like, and if you don't subscribe, please subscribe and help the channel grow. Thanks for watching.